Okay, good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing on this beautiful, crazy Tuesday morning? My phone is on fire. I don't know about you guys, but the engagement we are creating is really working, and it's working. So we don't stop. I'm getting the snowball effect. I'm actually feeling a bit anxious this morning, which is awesome. I'm very excited about today's call with Nadine. You know what, you in the teams, sometimes there's things that stands out for like us, like being leadership. Louise, I think you'll understand what I mean. Well, everybody will understand what I mean, even if you're just a managing associate. But some days you're just not there. Some days there's just either you've got something going on with the family, or you are emotionally not there, or you are physically not there, but some days you're just missing in action. There's just, or you're trying to get things done and just nothing is going your way. And then you get people that's just, they sort of pick up the pieces without you asking them. They sort of take, pushing, like in the front without you wanting them, or not wanting, but without you asking them to. They just do it. They just do what needs to be done. And Nadine, that's something that I've seen with you, without us asking you to create something or do something, or you just do it. And that's why I wanted to put you on this call, because what we and the team see of you is actually, there's so much more to you. I think you are like this wow of knowledge and influence and leadership, and I've pushed you now a bit with the school, but I am excited, to take hands with you and share you almost like it's with the rest of the team. But before we go on, I know not everybody is believers, but you know what? Sometimes the Bible, what would you call it? So much knowledge or wisdom to it that it applies to our days today. It doesn't matter that it's written 2,000 years ago or even longer. It still applies to us today. So I'm going to read from the Amplified Bible. I got this morning, and when I read it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is for us now, exactly where we are at. So it's in Ephesians 1, verse 18 to 23. And I pray that the eye of your heart, and I'm reading from the Amplified Bible. So, and I pray that the eye of your heart, the very center and core of your being, may be enlightened, flooded with light by the Holy Spirit, so that you will know and cherish the hope, the divine, guaranteed, the confident expectation to which He has called you, the riches of His glory inherited in the saints, God's people. Okay, so this verse like blew me away. And so that you will begin to know that what the unmeasurable and unlimited and surpassing greatness of His active spiritual power is in us who believes. It's in us. It's there. These are in accordance with the working of His mighty strength, which He produces in Christ, when He raised Him from the dead and seated Him at His own right hand in the heavenly places, far above all rules and authorities and power and dominion, and far above every name that is named, above every title that can be confirmed, not only in this age and the world, but also in the one to come. So you can go and read through that, but it was just so cool to think that the power that God used to raise Jesus from the dead is the power that's within us. Guys, tap into that power. It's there, it's yours. God gave it to you. Leonie got me thinking on the post she did on Daniel in the lion cage, and that made me think when Israel went through the Red Sea. It's history. It's written in the Egyptian history, it's written in the Australian history. This really happened. They went through the Red Sea, and God parted the. But just think on what, there were women with their babies, with their children. husbands, men, and they had to walk through these 2 walls of water. It had to make a noise so scary, you know, even though God made a path for them to walk through, it still must have been so scary, but they did it. You know, like with every step, they moved forward. They didn't move backwards. They moved forward to get through that Red Sea. And I'm telling you guys, we are in a Red Sea situation, but we are moving forward. We're not going to be moving backwards. Why? Because we have the power within us that God used to raise Jesus from the dead. It's there. It's yours. Take it, utilize it. Man, just do it. But it's yours. God gave it to you. It's a gift. All right. So that's me preaching done for the day. Nadine, did you want to kick off? I think you can kick off. And once you are finished, I can jump on and, you know, get some work done. We're going to see what this hour gives us. But if you want to jump in, go ahead.
Perfect. If I could ask for just 2 seconds to start off with a prayer, following on what you've done. Lord Jesus, thank you very much for bringing this group of girls together. Only you know the plan you have for us, God, and I ask that you lead us to your plan and make us do your work for you. Amen. Okay, I have got a little slideshow because when I get nervous, I ramble and I start speaking in another language and I giggle. So when that happens, just pull me back in line, please. Do I just click on share screen? Should I try that?
Should I try and give you this? I think I need to give it to you.
I can.
Can I make host? Okay, I'm going to make you the host.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Great.
You good?
Okay, then. Okay, I'm going to move that because I can't see my. There you go. Okay, so I started my slide saying social marketing from someone who had no clue what that meant. And I think what I'm trying to say is when I started, I didn't know what network marketing was. I found a product that I absolutely fell in love with, and my love for this product became a passion, and I only had 2 goals. I wanted to continue using my product, and I wanted to tell everyone that was willing to listen about what I discovered and how it made me feel. I don't want to put too much background to it because my story is on the page, and I was just man alive when I found this product. When I found Sandy and she introduced me to this product, I was just not in a good space. Mentally, emotionally, physically, I felt like a whale that's washed up on shore. I had no self-confidence, no a feeling of self-worth, and I found this product, and all of a sudden I felt human again. I felt worthy. I felt like I can do something, and next thing I was telling people about it, and I was advertising it on Facebook, and about a month after I started doing that, somebody said, "Oh, so you do network marketing?" And I was, "Really? What's network marketing?" So that's really how I came about it. To me, it was, and in a large sense, it still is not about the sales and making money. It is about spreading the word and introducing people to a product that I believe changes so much lives. The excitement I have for this product, and if you're not excited about True Vision, you only need to go onto our page and read through the comments and the testimonies, and it's life-changing, and you can't not be excited about something like this. So what I've learned is I need to know what I'm talking about. I need to know how I can help people. And I jumped straight into the training units, which is amazing. And I still refer back to these units almost daily, religiously. I made it my mission to ask questions. I got curious. I was so thankful for my wonderful support team. And I started looking for all things True Vision. I started looking at different Facebook pages, Instagram, Pinterest, Google, and listening to my uplines, because these girls have so much knowledge and they are always there. You just need to push on their button and they're willing to help you. And man, the things that they come up with, it's like, wow. So I had a passion, and I saw this quote yesterday and I thought, man, if you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. And I believe that I had to feel the way I felt to really appreciate what I found. So I started thinking, how do I get the word out? I started speaking to family and friends. If you sneeze next to me, I'm going to tell you to take True Fix. If you tell me your head hurts or your bum is itchy, I'm going to tell you to take True Fix, because I absolutely believe that that is the core and the beginning to helping so many people. I started looking at other forms of marketing. I created my page, and I started looking at ways to, sneaky ways, because we don't all want to throw money at Facebook and say, get me the right people. But I also, in turn, want to get my word out there and my product out there and tell people about True Vision. So I started looking at conversations on groups, finding the right groups, chatting to people about just what they do and sneaking it in there. So also trying to look for new people to speak to. When I started, I think I had 200 and something Facebook friends. Now I'm almost 900, and my Facebook page is over 1,300 people already. And those are just people that are curious, because I put something silly on there, but I tag my, I do it through my page, and they like my post, and they will click on my page and go, oh, okay, I'll follow this page. And I try and add value. I looked at all the different tools that was available to me. Again, our uplines, they're amazing. Use their knowledge, tap into their knowledge, ask questions. We're so much more than just weight loss. And I think if you're advertising only weight loss, and Mel tells me this all the time, if you're advertising only weight loss, you are doing yourself such a disjustice, if that's even a word. Because there's so much more. People are saying how stressed they are, how they're not coping, how busy life is, how their kids aren't concentrating, how they're not feeling good, how they just, mommy's groups, you see it all day, every day. Just chat to them. People want to be heard. People want to feel important, want to feel that somebody is there to care. We've also got other tools like our 10K pledge, our True Transformations. Use your meal plan. Say to people, guys, can I send you a meal plan? I'm not going to charge you anything. It links back to your page. And if they, and most people I found are curious by nature, so they're going to click on, oh, what's this product? And oh, what is this getting started tab? And so they learn without you even saying anything. I've actually had somebody that I started chatting to in the beginning of January. And we were just chatting about meal plans and exercise plans, and I sent her the links. And she came back to me and said to me, I've looked at everything on your page. Can I ask you more questions about that? So I didn't even have to start that conversation. I just added a little bit of value. And then I asked myself, if I wanted to stand out, what do I need to do? Adding value. So I try and keep my page fun and active while informative. So I try, and it's been hard with the lockdown, because you're cleaning and you're cooking and you're teaching and you're doing laundry and you're ironing, and you actually just not really focusing on one specific thing. You master of all trades. But I try to add something of value to my page every day, whether it be a healthy recipe or exercise tips or our meal plan or anything. I love Google, I love Pinterest, I love Instagram, and there's so much information out there. People have studied for years and years and they're sharing it with us for free. So that's awesome. And then I try and build relationships. Being in a sales background, one of the first things I've learned is people buy from people. So if I'm selling a product and the person next to me is selling a product, and I form that relationship and that trust and that bond, and I generally show that I care for you, are you really going to buy from the person next to me that's just pushing product? And then I never make people feel like I'm pushing them to get a sale. I never try and pressure them into supporting my business. I will open the conversation, and it's sometimes a bit frustrating. I know we all know times are tough. And a lot of people will come back and say, oh, I actually can't. And it's in the beginning irritated me, but now I've looked back at it and gone, why are you putting yourself in a box? You have got the whole world, and we're not all battling. Go to New Zealand, go to Australia. Those people are still getting salaries where a lot of our people are maybe not. On one of our other calls, I think it was the A3 girls, they said people are sitting at home, they are bored, they are doing online shopping. Why not with you? So that means a lot to me. Cold marketing, I've touched a little bit on that. Making new friends. And I kind of think of making new friends as a new relationship. I'm not going to go in there and go, hi, how are you? I love you. Will you move in with me? You get to know this person. You find out a little bit about them. What's attracted you to this person? What similarities do you have? And build on that, rather than going, this is my product, will you buy from me? Finding your tribe. But it's so important finding like-minded people. And Facebook is full of different groups. You can find anything that you're interested in, whether it's knitting, crocheting, parent groups, single parents, divorced parents, abused spouses, you name it, you can find it on. And speak to those people. Don't go and find a doggy group and tell this person how much you love doggies, and they ask you, oh, what dog do you have? No, I actually don't have a dog. So you need to keep it real. You have to be real to yourself too. You need to make sure that the conversations that you're building is meaningful, not just to those people, but to yourself too. I mean, I absolutely love this quote. You can't say the wrong thing to the right people. And on the flip side, you can't say the right thing to the wrong people. So you're going to get plenty of people out there that's going to criticize what you do, your products, because maybe they used it in the past and they didn't use it correctly. People are very judgmental. And you can't keep everyone happy all the time. Again, relationship building, ask people about themselves, ask questions, take the time to compliment them, but be real. I will never forget. I've got short, stubby little eyelashes, and somebody said to me as part of the buttering me up, that, oh, you have the most beautiful lashes. And I went, okay, that's a first. And I knew that they wanted something straight away. So be real. If you're going to compliment somebody, we all have something beautiful inside of us. If you're going to compliment them, find that something. Be real about what you are saying to them. People can tell very quickly if you're being dishonest. It's very rare that somebody would commit to spending money, especially in these days. We all have to count our cents more than once these days. So it's very rare that somebody will commit to spending money with you on your first interaction. A marketing study that I've recently done showed that it takes an average of 8 interactions, whether it be email, messages, seeing your name pop up constantly in Facebook, quick WhatsApp. It takes an average of 8 interactions before they will actually commit to spending any money with you. Having to move the screen around. There must be an easier way. Let's do that. Much better. When clients say no, it sometimes gets hard. I will never forget, I was probably about 5 sales off getting senior. I woke up that Monday morning thinking there's absolutely no ways that I can make senior. I'm 11 sales away. And Sandy and Meloise said to me, no, we can do it. And they pushed and they encouraged and they motivated and they supported me that day, that I ended up with, I think it was 4 or 5 short. And sure, that hurt. That hurt for weeks afterwards. But I've learned to not take it personal. Keep it casual. No problem. Thank you. Don't seem desperate. Oh, I've got a teenage daughter and she battles with her skin from time to time. And I got hold of somebody, also network marketing company, and they had this phenomenal product. And I thought, let me try using this. And I contacted her and she came back to me, but her WhatsApp response was so desperate that it put me off completely. I rather went to a doctor and said, okay, what can I do for my child? Because that desperation put me off completely. It made me nervous. And she didn't stop. She still sends me till today all these messages, and they're all dripping with, I actually want to do a course with my team and show them what not to do from those messages. So I try and not ever come across desperate. I know we've got a good product, and I know when the time is right, they will contact us. Try to keep your communications open. Ask for permission before adding them to groups and so forth. And then I've got people that's been following me since the start of my journey, almost a year ago, and they're only now ready to place their first order. So that people watch you guys. They make sure that you know what you're talking about. You stay confident about your product. You stay consistent. Sure, consistency is such a big thing. You can't post 300 times today and not do anything for weeks. You become invisible. You have to stay front of mind all the time. So I just put a quick example on here for somebody that responded the other day and said, well, that's actually a bit pricey if you work it out to rands. And I said to her, no problem, I completely understand. Would you mind keeping an eye on my page? I will put some diet and nutritional plans and tips up there. And she goes, no problem. So I've got her to commit to keeping in contact. And then I said to her, it was really lovely chatting to you, and would you mind if I send you some of our promo and specials when I have them? She said, no problem, and I've added her to a broadcast list where I don't bombard them with information. I will send them once, maybe twice a month. I'll send out something relating to our product. WhatsApp, WhatsApp stories, your lists, your groups. I love my groups and my lists. I predominantly add people to lists when I don't want them to see that I am messaging everyone at once. So I can put a generic message out there to my inquiries group. And hi guys, how are you doing? Leonie put a post up this morning saying keep communication open, and that's what I use to keep my communication open. And I try and group it in categories. So when there's a vibrant special, I've got a vibrant group that I send it out to. And I get an interesting article on ADHD, I'll send it out to that group. So that's just how I keep track. My follow-up is something I really need to work on. Personal development, so important to keep wanting to learn, keep wanting to grow. I got to a point where I thought, there's nothing you can tell me about True Vision anymore. I don't know it all. And sure, every time I see a post from Benita or Leonie or Mel, it's like, oh, okay, maybe I didn't know it all. Look at that. That's so clever. Again, that ties back to listening to uplines. These girls know what they're doing. And I try and keep in contact with them because I want to continue feeding off them and learning from them. So, marketing side, I've always been a think in pictures kind of person, and I like to express myself in pictures. So I try and do pretty pictures, but that's me. If you are better with wording, then do that. Janine always says, you do you. And to me, the marketing side of it and the creating side of it is what I enjoy. I'm not as good as Belinda is, but I'm hoping to learn from her too. And then getting to know your audience, joining groups, being active on those groups, because when they see you, they get to trust you. So you can't just join a group and only post your ads and stuff on there. It's so high. Interact with the people on the group. They get to know you. They get to see you as a friendly face rather than just a salesperson. And I always try and add value to topics. Sure, there's mommy groups out there. There's so many people going through so much stuff. And sometimes just that sounds hard and you're doing a great job, means the world to those people. I keep trying to grow my audience. So I keep adding people to my True Vision page, adding friends to my personal profile. Our True Vision South Africa page is such a phenomenal marketing tool because somebody gets in touch with you, they're a little bit interested, you put them on there, they're able to browse in their own time. But all this feedback and testimonials that gets put up, it starts triggering. You're always in the back of their mind until one day they go, okay, that's it, I've read enough. I've touched on it earlier. It's such an inspirational page. The feedback and the testimonies are phenomenal, and it gets you very excited. So I try and add as many people as I can onto that page so that they can watch and they can learn and hopefully come back to us. And then I try and learn something new all the time, whether I do a marketing course, there's so much on Pinterest, on YouTube, on network marketing, social media marketing, and a lot of them give you little bits and pieces. So you don't have to actually go and pay for the content. They give you little bits and pieces to get you interested to taking a course with them. And just by watching those free informational posts, you learn quite a bit from it. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of YouTube videos just to try and keep up with the times. Try and keep my conversations on track as well. And then I spend time on my business and my personal enrichment every single day. Sure, I didn't realize this is so long. I've just put together a couple of daily habits. They change from day to day, but I generally wake up and I try and update my page. I look for testimonials, share that to a couple of paid groups that I have. I try and see if there's something that I can add value, that I can sneak onto another page where I'm not paying for things. And I keep in touch with the same kind of people over and over. Try to increase my conversations by sending out friend requests, saying hi to somebody, saying I follow you on, or we're on the Mamahood group together, and I love your wit, and I love your personality. Beautiful profile picture. How are you today? And that's it. I leave it. 9 out of 10 times I'll come back and go, oh wow, that's awesome. And a couple of times I get ignored as well, or it sits in the inbox, which drives me insane, and they find it 6 months later. So it's like, oh, I remember that. And then I try and spend some time on brand exposure. So I try and add value, look for content to share, and I do that 2 or 3 times a day. And yeah, we're at the end. Rome wasn't built in one day, but they were laying bricks every hour. So consistency is absolutely the key to. You need to work for what you want. It's not going to just come to you and sit on your lap. And then another one I found is, it seems that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's so good, Nadine. Thank you. And we can really see we see the fruit on Nadine's tree, and she has just implemented all the time, and it's working. That's how cool it is. Nadine, please, darling, give me back the hosting.
Sure, you're going to talk me through it. Do I go to security?
Okay, so do you open up the participants? It's on the bar, and then you go to my name. And when you just go over my name, you'll see it says mute and more. And on more, you can click, and then you just make me the host.
There you go. There you go. You got it back.
Okay, great stuff. Okay. So that was good. So let's jump in and do some work now. I want you guys to know that you have to lead by example. And we want you to make 50 new friends. So that's what you're going to do first now. So we're going to make 50 new friends, and then we're going to go over into conversations. So I would love for everybody to have at least 10 conversations each and every day. Okay. But this last week, I've had at least 80 conversations each and every day. I've sent out 80 messages to 80 different people. That's what I've been doing. I do have a post that is doing well, so I'm working off of that post, but I am sending out 80 conversations each and every day, at least. The other night, I sent out 126. My hand is extremely sore. It feels like it's been exercising like never before in its life. So I really am cramping. But I want you to know, once your hand starts cramping, then I am on the right track. Okay, so I want you guys, because we're working into the month-end push, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be upping our conversations. So 10 conversations is the minimum, nothing less. All right, I want you to aim for 18. See if you can get to where I am at. All right, how many friends do you have on Facebook? You've got at least 1,000. Amanda, ja, jy gaan het doen. 88, 88. Okay, so let's kick off. Let's first make friends. I want you to send out 15 friend requests. And yes?
Het jy gesê 18 soos in 18 of 80?
Ek het gesê 88, 88.
Nee, boodskappe per dag. Hoeveel het jy gestuur? 18.
80. No, 80. 80. At least. That's the least I sent out.
And do you copy and paste some of the wording, or is it okay?
Nah, I copy and paste.
Facebook jail?
Huh?
Have you been in Facebook jail? Not yet. For
No,
copying
not
and
yet.
pasting.
I was almost in Facebook jail the other night because I'm doing it too quick, too fast. So they picked it up and they said I need to stop. So I stopped. I was like, I'm going to stop now. So, but I've got 4 messages. So I'm sending out 20 of each.
That's what I did
Yes.
as well. I got like it was different, and then you just copy and paste from there. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah, so
idea.
please, guys, make your 4 messages. I want you to make your own messages. So that's what we're going to do now. Before we jump into Facebook, type out 4 different messages that you're going to write to people that you're going to be reaching out to. Make sure you've got your Afrikaans messages because you're going to be reaching out to Afrikaans people, and make sure you've got your English messages. All right. I want you to write it out like in friendly manner. How are you guys doing? I saw your Facebook post, or I was thinking about you, or you popped up on my screen, and or there's something. Try and just, you know, or I haven't talked to you in so long. That's also a good thing. Then you're not lying. Please don't lie. Like, before you say I saw your Facebook post, just make sure you saw a Facebook post. So say something like, I haven't spoken to you in a while. How are you doing? Thinking of you in the lockdown time. What are you doing to improve your health? Try and steer the conversation towards the product, because we're working for month 8. All right. We've got a product. The product's working. We're getting results. So now we're going to work on those messages. All right.
Sorry, Benita, can I ask a question?
Yes, Leonie, please.
Is this going to current friends, not new people?
No, current friends, not new people.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a message you're going to be sending out on Messenger, Facebook, or on WhatsApp. All right. So this is to people that you know. Amanda, if I were you, you have so much going for you. Everybody loves you. I would just say, I am building a residual income for myself. You know, would you be open to me? You know, would you be open to buying product from me? Something, you know, you are so good with words. You can help us with words, but you've got so much working to your advantage. I will use that. You know, nobody loves a person more than somebody doing something for themselves. And you can say, because you've had tremendous success already, you can say, my business is doing so well and I'm so happy with what I've accomplished, something like that, you know, and just use the words, but you have so much to work with. So I would just go with that and work with what I've got.
You can say that you've got a team in New Zealand, Amanda. I've got an international team.
You've got, Amanda, you've got a thriving international team in New Zealand. Do you want to join my team? Don't hold back. You hold back so much, and sometimes I'm like, oh, Amanda, I'm so proud of you. Just build on that, please. All right.
This is the part I battle with. I battle with messaging people that I haven't spoken to in a while. It's the introvert in me.
And Leonie, yes, I know you're an introvert, and that's also something I would say. It's like, you know me, I'm Leonie Scully. I am such an introvert. So for me to reach out to you is a big thing, you know, but I really want to tell you about this product because it's changed my life. So be real, use that to your advantage, Leonie. But I need you to jump in because people has got so much respect for you. I don't see Yolanda on the call this morning, because that girl is also okay. But let's get to the messages. I mean, I need to focus. Okay, so I'm sorry. Now I'm interrupting again. We've got that True Fix call 2 p.m. this afternoon. This is also something that you can invite people to. So use that True Fix call. And then also that is something. So use the True Fix call. So don't forget, I almost forgot about that. That's actually why we're sending out the messages also is for the Truth School.
So I just had a thought. What about messaging, going through the True Vision Health Lioness page and seeing everybody that you've already added on there and messaging them about the TrueFix call?
Yes, Leonie, definitely yes.
Okay, so sometimes blondes come up with ideas.
Yeah, that's definitely what you need to do. And then on the call, if you see in the announcement section on the testimonial page, in the announcement section, I made a post about the specials this month. And I see a lot of the ladies, just like Marilise, she is tagging each and every person that she's ever put into that group on that post. And it's working. Her people is seeing the group again. They're seeing her post again. They are seeing the group's post again. They're seeing the special. It's a win-win situation. So yes, Leonie, go to the people that you have on the group and message them. Okay, so once you're done with your messages, please let me know and you can just, yeah, in the chat box write down. How far, you guys? It's hard to spin, you know, to make new messages and spin the words. Okay, for the rest of us, it's hard. Amanda, you are so good with words. Do you want to share with us what you've been writing? Please. I'm going to unmute. Oh, excuse. Okay, yes, unmute.
Hi everyone. Yeah, it's not always easy. Even though I love words and I use them every day with the translations and everything, just connecting up with strange people has never ever been my forte. When I've got somebody by my side, yes, I can yak away, yeah, until your ears fall off. But when I'm in an alone situation, even with this, I think it might be my upbringing, you know, the invasion of privacy thing. It's always up there. And then I think, no, rather do it another time. But I'm getting there, baby steps. And I took a wild cast last night and joined a gallery in New York because I love art. And lo and behold, the girl contacted me and we started a conversation. So I'm going along with doing what comes up naturally. Yeah, I'm busy translating stuff for somebody in New Zealand, and that opened up another page of translators and documents. And so I've got a few irons going there. And when I connect with people on Facebook, it's just my interest, you know, what are you busy with? What are you writing? What are you painting? What are you sketching? What are you making? Because I'm into sewing as well. And yeah, it's getting there. I think it'll take me about 5 years.
Okay, cool. So, but you've not written out messages now that you're going to send out to people?
I have already sent about 10.
Okay, so tell me what did you send out? We would love to hear what you've sent out.
Every person was different in that everybody got a different job that they're doing. So with the Italian chap that I spoke, I just connected when we last talked, and he's been quiet for a while. I haven't seen him reacting to what I've sent him. So there, I basically just said, hope you were aware, just, you know, feel I'm not pushing you into anything. As you've said, Benita, trying to sell everything. I really just people's health is my concern. So on top of it all, and with the Afrikaans people, I've just connected up again. I spoke to them last year, and the one lady's husband is very ill. So I just ask, you know, what's going there? How's his health? He had a quadruple bypass.
Wow.
So I'm just asking, you know, if he's fine and how is he doing, how she's doing, because she's a very tense sort of girl. And then my second chat, then I'll be telling them about the product, you know, just to get them connected there.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that was more or less the gist of it. Just picking up old ties.
Okay, just picking up old ties. Okay, so you like person by person.
Yes.
That's the best way.
Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time. Okay, so somebody else wants to share their messages that they've written? Okay, I'm going to share what I have for this afternoon. I stole Leonie's message from this morning. That's cute. That's clever, Nadine. We steal a lot from each other. Okay, so what I've done for this afternoon, I said, good day, I hope you are well. We are doing training this afternoon at 2 p.m. on immunity and the immune system and what you need to do to build your health. Let me know if you wanted to jump on the call. I will forward the Zoom link to you. Stay safe, Benita. And I have some emojis in there, and then I also forward them that nice picture of Molly and Denise and Annelie. All right, so that's what I'm doing there for the call this afternoon. Then what I've got else that I've got done for the people that's accepting my friend request is, sorry, I'm just going to open it up. So this is, I just sort of mix up the messages, but this is what I send to people that have sent me a friend request or that has either accepted my friend request. Because now we're sending out 15 friends requests a day and they don't accept immediately. Because in the beginning, I had like maybe 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, then it's a bit, you know, but now I'm seeing it's accumulating. So I've got like, yesterday I had 10 people that, or it was 12 people that accepted my friend request. So it did accumulate. So then I just mixed up the messages. I said, oh, thank you for accepting my Facebook friend request. I always enjoy meeting new people and connecting like this. I'm excited to hear how you are doing. So, but then with somebody sending me a Facebook friend request, so now I'm accepting their request and I am sending the first messenger, you know, message to them. So then I say, hey, thank you for your Facebook friend request. I always enjoy meeting new people and connecting like this. I am excited to hear how we got connected. So that's how I've changed that up. All right. The other one that I also like to use is, I just accepted your Facebook friend request. I love meeting new people. I'm curious, how did we connect, or how did we meet, or not meet? How did we connect? You can't say meet. All right. So those are messages that I use. Is there other Facebook with a new friend? How do you introduce yourself? How do you start the conversation? I would like to know, you know, with us sending out messages like that, is there somebody else that have a message that's working for them?
Well, I'm in a book club, or a couple of book clubs, with me reading more this year. So I just send them a message and say, fib a little and say you popped up as a person you may know on my friends list, and I see we're on the same common group monthly book club. I've got a challenge this year to read more, and just want to know if you've got any favorite authors you'd like to share. And then that just opens up the door, and then from there I like, well, then they like will tell me a couple of their authors, and then I'll go from there, like, what's locked down for you in your country and that. And the thing is, most of these people are American people, so it's quite a nice broader area for me.
Can I speak? If I haven't spoken enough already. Like I mentioned, I'm on a lot of mommy groups, so I would go on and search for weight loss and see people that have shared things that's worked for them, and I pop them a message and I'll compliment them and say to them, well done, I saw your weight loss journey, what did you do? And then from there I'll start a discussion. Sometimes they promoting their own products, and we just keep in touch, and they borrow stuff off my profile and I borrow stuff off their profiles. But often I've had a couple that's come back and said, it went really well, life got busy, I kind of lost track, almost back to where I was, and it just opens the door to chat. Or I will go and I will search vegetables, for instance, and I found a couple of mummies that said that they really battle to get their kids to eat vegetables, and I'll suggest things like, have you tried stews and smoothies? And I've actually got this amazing recipe book full of smoothies, and I can send that to you. And it's just adding value. It's like, wow, somebody's contacting me and giving me something for nothing, and then building relationships and friends from that.
Okay, so I've got 2 of my messages in the chat box now. So you can just take those scripts and just mix them up a bit. We will work on some scripts and maybe send it into the group. We do have groups where I've got Brian Fryer's app, so I'll see if I can get some messages out of there. But Brian Fryer sometimes is he's to the point, he's like in your face, and that's sort of, you know, I agree, you have to know your value, and maybe that is something I still need to learn to do, is to know my value. But for me, it's still a bit scary to be so straightforward. But I'll go and look at those messages and see if we can send some of them into the groups to help you guys. Where are we? Okay, our hour is over. Can you guys believe that? Okay, so you've got 4 messages. I want you to send those 4 messages out to how many people you can, but at least 10. Nothing less, no more less than 10. We are working towards a month. All right, guys, that's the focus. For the first time in this team's history, we're going to have a real team Lioness month-end push. We've never done it before. So I am excited. We're going to be working our faces off, like the Americans say. Okay, so yes, I would love to hear from you guys in the groups. If there's anything you need, please contact us. As I said, my phone is an explosion, so if I take time to get to your message, please have grace, but I promise I will get to it. All right, so talk to you guys. Bye.